Hello, and welcome to Belfast, capital city of Northern Ireland and once upon a time home of the largest shipbuilding industry in the world, with its biggest claim to fame being RMS Titanic. Today we'll be taking a stroll through the city, taking in the sights with our eye vision and the sounds with our ear hearing. Our journey begins at the edge of the Titanic Quarter, with the pointy corners of the Titanic Museum peeking over that building over there. As we've already previously explored the slipways and dry docks up that way, we're turning southward and heading toward the city centre and beyond. This contraption is designed to mimic the clanking and clanging of a busy shipyard. We do not speak of season 8. On the other side of the road was Queen's Quay Railway Station, the city's terminus of the Belfast and County Down Railway. Due to that company's entire network being closed in 1950, except for the line to Bangor, this massive station only served that one single line up until its closure in 1976. The Custom House had multiple governmental purposes, most of which involving taxes. Nowadays it's most known for its adjacent open space being a venue for concerts and events. It was designed by the architect Sir Charles Lanyon and completed in 1857. Big Fishy seems to be an important landmark for tourists to pose for photos with. It's made up of many images of Belfast's history. Across the road is this overlooked water fountain which commemorates a Royal Navy commander, Francis Anderson Calder. He campaigned for the improved welfare of animals in Ireland and had multiple water troughs like this built throughout Belfast. McHugh's Bar is the oldest surviving building in the city. I've always found this little area absolutely miserable in appearance, so we'll scoot on before we catch clinical depression from its atmosphere. That building across the street that I'm sorry to give you a dreadful view of was built around the 1770s and was redesigned by the architect Sir Charles Lanyon. I am a complete atheist, but I still like looking at impressive buildings, and it just so happens that religious buildings of all religions can often look very impressive. With that detour complete, it's time for us to resume our course toward the city centre. Affectionately known as the Onion Rings, the real name of this sculpture is apparently the Spirit of Belfast. I'm never gonna call it that though. At the top of this long climb is a dome that grants us an incredible 360-degree view across the city. Almost every time I come to see it, it's been closed though. This time, however, things will be different.
For God's sake.
The crown jewel in the heart of the city, Belfast City Hall. In 1888, Belfast was officially given city status by Queen Victoria, and it was decided that a new, more impressive structure should take the place of the old Linen Hall building. After all, throughout the 19th century, Belfast's economic capability had grown immensely, thanks in large part to the shipbuilding and linen industry. It needed to flaunt its status as a regional powerhouse, especially considering how, for many centuries, it was a mere insignificant village compared to the likes of Carrickfergus and Dublin. The City Hall was completed in 1906, the beginning of a century that would see those Victorian fortunes wither away.
He's over there, look. I can see him from here. Anyway.
The Europa Hotel has the unfortunate accolade of being known as the most bombed hotel in the world. Between 1970 and 1994, during a devastating period known as the Troubles, it was targeted 33 times. But here it is today, 3 decades later, still standing strong. There's probably a motivational metaphor in there somewhere. It's also situated roughly where Great Victoria Street Station sat, which was Belfast's first ever railway terminus. In this car park on Google Maps is Belfast's best bin. This was to be the greatest, most jaw-dropping landmark of our whole adventure today, but as you can see, it's gone. Belfast City Council will not be forgiven. Still, crestfallen as we are, we must carry on. The glorious main building of Queen's University looks more like a Tudor palace than an educational establishment. It was designed by the architect Sir Charles Lanyon, who, as you might have realised by now, designed just about every noteworthy structure of mid-19th century Belfast. Seriously, his name comes up everywhere when doing research. The Ulster Museum is free to enter, and that means it's just about within our budget to have a quick look around. Stepping outside the museum that we only saw a tiny part of, We immediately find ourselves in the Botanic Gardens, which has been around for 200 years and features a variety of plant life from around the world. The Palm House is the star attraction of the gardens, but unfortunately for us, it's closed. And yes, it was designed by the architect Sir Charles Lanyon. I really do think living in a city would be unbearable without large green spaces like this. It feels like we've entered a protective bubble, shielded from the noise and carnage of urban life. Once again we meet up with the River Lagan, where we will turn back northward. And here we will finish, alongside a weir and a loch from the days when the canal barges floated up and down this river. You can see the indentations where the big heavy gate swung from to hold back the water. More can be told about that another day though. This stander through Belfast has taken us through only a small portion of what there is to see in the city. Never mind all the things there is to do. There are the Peace Walls, Crumlin Road Jail, and the whole Titanic Quarter, just to name a few. But I'll let you go now. See ya.